Welcome to today's chair yoga. Today you will need a bolster or a stack of pillows or a really thick blanket, some blocks or a book, a large book, and a strap. But you can get creative and use a scarf, a belt you might already have at home, some of those resistance bands, any of those things will work. So find a comfortable chair, and it works best, again, if you have a chair that has a solid bottom and a solid back with a mild opening, but if you don't, that's okay too. We can get started with where you are. All right, so let's go ahead and find ourselves in a comfortable position in our chair, doing the hip scoot, reaching our lower back all the way onto the back of the chair so that it will support us. And let's go ahead and take our feet out about hip width, and if you want to help you remember, you can place your block height-wise there, just to have something to remind you where to keep your feet placed. And also it can be very grounding to have your block in between your legs. Let's go ahead and take our pillow or thick blanket or stack of pillows, and we're going to begin by hugging, and we're going to end here too. So find a comfortable spot, hug the pillow. And we'll begin with a meditation here. Let your chin relax on the pillow, soften through the knees. Begin softening the eyes. Hug the pillow as tight as you need to. Notice your feet first, their engagement with the ground beneath them. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your heels. Notice the play of the block in between the ankles, until finally raising the toes up off the mat, sinking them into the ground. Drive the heels into the mat. Let the legs relax. And notice that energy from the knee down. Notice the contact with your backside onto the bottom of the chair. The slight pull of gravity. Notice the contact with the chair on your back and your spine. Notice your chin and your upper chest engaged with the blanket or pillow. Relax the back of your neck. Soften the eyes and the eyebrows, the temples and the center of the forehead. Begin breathing deeply at the base of the spine, connected to the chair, letting that inhale rise to your mid-back, to the chest, touching the pillow, and exhale. Continue this pattern of inhalation and exhalation And on those inhalations, noticing your body as it is in contact with these different materials and how your body begins to expand through the breath. And with the exhale, releasing any worry, anxiety, anything else that you might be holding on to. Let the pillow be its replacement. Letting go of everything else. Deep breath in, begin opening your eyes slowly. Take another breath or two before you initiate another movement. Lift the chin, untangle one hand from the other, and press the bolster or pillow or blanket into your lap. We're going to keep it there. Walking your right hand down and then your left. Deep breath in, press the elbows into the bolster, lift the chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, drive your bottom into the chair and your feet into the ground, straightening through that spine. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, drive the shoulders away from your ears. And now on this next inhale, just noticing your spine as it lengthens. One more inhalation here. Really breathing into our lungs, noticing our ribs expanding outward, creating a sense of fullness in our entire body. Begin walking your belly down the bolster and letting it come down all the way. Just resting right in front of your legs and placing your elbows on the upper thigh, hands kind of wrapped around the bolster. You're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale again, drawing the shoulders back and lifting, pressing your hands into the bolster, lifting up into a cobra. Inhale, lift the chest. Pulling the elbows back and drawing that belly down towards the thighs. One more. Exhale, slowly begin releasing your belly towards your thighs and placing your chin back down on the bolster, letting your fingers come all the way down to the bottom or touching the top of your toes. Inhale, slowly coming up. We're going to keep our bolster right there and begin a few rounds of some very gentle sun salutations. So lifting the arms up, inhale. Exhale, bringing our hands down all the way to the ground, our toes or our shins. Inhale, halfway up, touching your knees or the bolster. Exhaling all the way down. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, hands at heart center. And as you inhale, bring your right hand in front of you, right on the bolster, and take your left hand on the back of your chair for a gentle twist. Deep breath in. If you'd like a little more challenge in the muscles of your back, you can bring your left hand all the way back, not gripping onto anything. Inhale. Exhale, release that left hand onto the base of the chair where your bottom is. And inhale, turn the right palm facing upwards and inhale all the way back for a side stretch. Exhale, slowly come back to center, hands above your head, palms touching. Exhale, all the way down. And inhale once more. Going through the sun salutation again. Exhale, swan diving all the way down. Inhaling halfway up. Knees or bolster. Exhaling all the way down. Inhaling, reverse swan dive all the way up. And as you exhale, bringing our hands down and gripping that bolster right in the center with our left hand and taking our right hand behind us on the top of the chair for a gentle twist. Imagine a nice long line from your tailbone to the top of your head. Your spine is perfectly aligned as an axis in your core. And again, if you like a little more activation in the back and core muscles, you can bring that right hand out. You can even turn your gaze towards those right fingertips. Exhale, release the right hand on the base of the chair right behind your behind. Inhale, turn the left palm facing up, reach for the ceiling, and come back into a side stretch. Inhaling all the way up, both hands up, touching the palms, splaying the fingers, and touching the pinky and the thumb together for Padma Mudra, or our lotus flower breath. Inhaling 3 times. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, driving your bottom into the chair. Engaging the belly ever so slightly. Inhale, softening the belly. Softening the feet. Exhale, pressing the feet into the mat. Pressing the belly button inward and your back onto the chair. Deep breath in. Slowly walk your hands down and place your forehead right on the bolster. For this varied ragdoll, let your hands fall and just the bolster supporting your forehead. Feeling this grounding energy, connection from the bolster and the earth to the top of your head. A slight massage right there between the eyes. Notice your breath once more. Notice your mind. Is it taking in the pure enjoyment of the pose? Or has it begun to wander into the future, wondering what will happen next? Inhale. Take your hands on the bolster. Gently press yourself up. You can allow the bolster to fall down, but keep it close to you. Inhale all the way up. And we're going to come into a goddess pose. So you can let go of the block as well and take your feet at a 45-degree angle outward, a little bit more than hip width apart, and you're walking your hips, scooting them up to the top of the chair, just noticing where you're stable. If you feel at any point that you're unstable, walk your hips back and just kind of play around with that too, to notice where your limits are and to honor those limits. All right, inhaling, we're going to take the block, interlacing our fingers, holding the block in between our legs, right underneath our core. Inhale, deep breath in. And as you exhale, driving just the toes into the mat, lifting the heels. Inhale, relax the feet, relax the arms. Inhaling, bringing the block up. And squeezing, activating the muscles in our shoulders and arms. Exhale, bringing the block down. And holding it once more, interlacing the fingers. Deep breath in. Exhale, driving the heels, lifting the toes into the mat. Notice the hamstrings and the thighs. Nice deep breath. And One more time. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, both the toes and the heels into the mat. Take the block up right in front of you, holding, keeping the elbows close to the body. If you don't have a block, you can come into cactus arms, driving the feet into the mat. Feeling that grounding energy in our feet. Exhale, palms on our knees, fingertips turned inwards, and exhaling cat. Inhaling cow. Exhale cat. Inhale cow. And one more time. Exhale cat. Inhale cow. Very slowly walking the feet back towards one another and finding ourselves in a standing position. And let's go ahead and take that block. I'm going to move the bolster just so you can see me, but you can keep yours near you. Taking the block in between our ankles once more for that nice grounding effect. Deep breath in, driving the heels, pressing the heels into the mat, palms facing forward. Deep breath in. Lift the shoulders towards the ears. Exhale, allow the shoulders to fall towards the hips. Press the feet into the ground. Feel the surface beneath your toes, the ball of your foot and the heel. Feel the surface of the blocks between your ankles, your calves. Inhale, arms all the way up. A little micro bend in your back. And as you exhale, coming down to the right and then swinging to the left. And release, shrugging the shoulders, dropping the chin towards the chest. Exhale. Inhale, lift the chin. And as you exhale, bring the chin up towards the ceiling. Release the jaw, exhale. Inhaling once more, back to center. Exhale, dropping the chin to chest. Inhaling, lifting all the way up. Exhale, lifting the chin and relaxing the jaw. Deep breath in, coming back into that neutral mountain. And release the block again, keep it near you. And we're going to step us onto the side of the chair, holding the chair with our right hand. And again, standing about hip width apart. Deep breath in, that left palm faces outward, and as you breathe in, rises up. And we're going to very gently begin a half moon to the right. That right hand is touching and gripping the chair. If you'd like a little bit more intensity, you can reach further down and step a leg out. That's one way you can play around with this pose. Inhale. Slowly coming back up, and we're going to flow right into a tree, finding our balance in our right foot, lifting our left leg. Deep breath in. Left arm up. And if you want to let go of the chair, right arm up, or you can continue using the stability from the chair so that you can feel the more grounding effects of the tree. Go ahead, take that left hand, placing it on your heart and your chest, feeling yourself breathe once more. Feel the pressure from your hand on your chest. Find something in the room to be your anchor, or find something within, the sound of your breath, beautiful memory, whatever suits you. Deep breath in, release the hand from your chest, bring it down right above the knee. Inhale. Exhale, release the other foot and walk your knees back and forth. And then very slowly, I'm going to walk over to the other side, and you can too. So finding our left hand on the chair, right hand facing outward and forward, so that when we inhale, it comes all the way up. And as you exhale, a little half moon here, reaching the right fingertips to the left. And again, if you like to play around, go a little bit deeper, you can. I'm going to stay in a more traditional half moon. Inhale, finding that control in your feet first and then your belly, and rising all the way up and flowing right into our tree, planting our left foot into the ground and raising the right foot. Inhale, bringing the right hand up, feeling our roots, our feet firmly planted into the ground, our entire tree rising towards the sky, this dichotomy of earth and sky, of groundedness and of limitlessness. Find that something, that anchor of yours, and place your right hand on your chest. Put a little bit of pressure there. Deep breath in. First, opening your eyes, releasing the hand, palm facing forward, right above that knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, release, shaking out through the knees. And we're going to begin flowing into a few stretches of the back. I'm going to move my chair just so you can see me. Sometimes this teaching virtually requires a little bit more movement that's not really yoga related. All right, so coming up to our chair, and again, make sure that your chair is on a non-slip surface. Walking your feet back, we're just going to stretch into a downward dog. Line your feet up with the legs of the chair, fingers splayed, palms pressed firmly into the chair. Deep breath in. And if you get dizzy, you can keep your gaze on the chair as opposed to on the ground or your toes. Deep breath in. Inhale, walking forward. And coming down to forward fold. Stretching through the hamstrings here. Deep breath in. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, walking back one more time into a downward dog. Inhale, looking up, walking forward. Inhaling, coming up to the fingertips and pressing our tailbone back behind us. And exhale, a little bit of a forward fold here. Trying to bring your head a little bit closer to the chair. Inhale, looking up, and then walking the feet out, hip width or a little bit more, so that you can safely come down onto your mat. So use your chair and use your hands. And when you're ready, we're going to come down and do legs up the wall with our chair. So if you have a pillow or blanket, all right, whenever you're ready, you can use the pillow or blanket. That's what I was trying to say. You can place it behind you, or you can lay flat on the ground, whatever suits you. You're gonna scoot your bottom close to the chair. I find that if my feet are too far, then it kind of like bothers my calf muscle. So I like it to be right kind of where that bend is in the knees so that it's not uncomfortable. Now for the strap, you can take the strap, because this is a grounding practice that we're doing, right? You can take the strap underneath you and behind you, or your belt, and we're going to bind our legs. It sounds kind of weird, but it feels really nice, and it allows our legs to fully relax while they're up on the chair. Well, maybe not. Let's see. My strap is still so new. Okay, here we go. And you might notice that you're feeling right here with your legs at the wall. You're like, my legs are relaxed. I don't need any extra assistance. And it's not so much about the assistance as it is this really cool feeling you get with this groundedness. So, threading the belt into the strap. Here we go. And some of us have dexterity issues, so it takes us a little bit longer, but there's nothing wrong with that. Here we go. And pull. Pull it till it's pretty snug. And then notice that you can really allow your legs to fully relax as if they're going to fall outward, that you couldn't do before. Your body still has this way of kind of holding on to your legs in this position without the strap, because it knows that they're elevated, and if they fall out, they'll fall off. So notice when you're laying down and you're in Shavasana, sometimes your knees rotate outward because they become fully relaxed. But since they're on the ground, they can do that. In a chair or up the wall, it's a little bit more difficult, and so your body has a way of not that last 1%. So the strap kind of helps with that. Once you're ready and you've gotten all comfortable, if you have a blanket near you, you can grab your blanket. We're going to start by stretching our toes first. So tuck your toes underneath that back of the chair. And very gently begin stretching the toes, pressing the chair in to the back side of the toes, just to stretch those tendons and ligaments that connect the bones of the toes to the greater part of the foot. Inhale, exhale, noticing how that feels. And then allow your feet to circle and wiggle until finally they relax. Notice your breath begins slowing once more. Squeeze your eyes close together, squeeze your nose and your mouth, and then release. Draw one shoulder up towards your ear, and then exhale down towards your hip, and then the other, drawing it up towards your ear, towards your hip, and allowing your back to fully melt into the mat or the carpeting beneath you. Notice the slight pressure from the pillow on the back side of your head, the pressure from the strap on your legs, pressure of gravity on your lower back. Deep breath in. Very slowly and very gently bring your awareness back into your current space and time. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And again, if you have the strap, loosening it. And pulling it away from your body. And very slowly, we're gonna hug our right leg first, bringing it towards our chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, release down toward the ground. Bring the left leg in. Hug. Let it come down onto the ground. Bring both knees to the side and turn onto your side. Inhale, press yourself up very slowly. And you can remain on the ground or you can get back in your chair. For filming purposes, I'm going to go ahead and stay on the ground since my chair is already turned to the side. And if you are in your chair, grab your bolster once more so we can end our class the same way we began it. If you're sitting down, you can do the same thing. Just press the bolster on the outside of you. You could have your legs out like this. You could be sitting in easy pose. It's just whatever feels good for you. Hugging our bolster once more. And 3 full expansions with our breath into our ribs and lower back. And you're ready. Let the bolster fall. You can keep it nearby if you want, still holding on to it. Feeling ready to rejoin the world and go on about your day. Thank you for practicing and Have a lovely week, and I hope you enjoyed this class. Bye, everybody.